able to make this essential for every parent who's got a child who's going to get into the phone culture. If this app is already installed, then you know that the child knows that this is the discipline that the parents are expecting from it. So and lastly, what is this app going to do? The thing that this app is going to do is, it's going to allow the parents to know when the child is using the social media. Now, I'm going to give you an example. I'm an actor. I have all these people messaging me on Instagram and social media. I'll tell you a simple example. A young girl messages me, I saw this movie, I really loved it, I thought you're a fabulous actor, well done, you motivate me, this, that, and at the end of it, she put lots of hearts and kisses and love symbols. Now, when there is a fan who's talking to me in such detail, I'm compelled to answer. So I always say, thank you so very much, very kind of you, God bless you. This is my reply to her. What she does is, she takes a screenshot of my reply to her and makes it as a post on Instagram. Now, what do people see? Hearts, kisses, and love things, and Maddie's reply to that. My intention was not to reply to that. My intent was to reply to her message. But because it's a small thing, you only see that symbol and say, oh, Maddie's talking to young girls. If that is the fear that I have, and I have to, let me literally say the word, it's like if I have to pussyfoot around every time I'm putting a message on social media, can you imagine that somebody without my experience, how much of trouble they're going to get into? The kids, teenagers don't know when their phones have been turned on. The cameras on their phones have been turned on. The girls don't know that if they're putting their stills from the bathroom, and usually you shouldn't be, because they think they're sending it to a friend. And it's really happened. It's really happened. A 13-year-old girl's parents were monitoring her phone. And her friend sent her a picture that this 13-year-old friend's father saw, which he's not supposed to see. Because you don't know who's seeing the picture on the other person's side. So, what Parent Geenee does is, it allows the parent to allow the child where to use the social media in their house or the screen in their house. So for me also, now I have to be very careful what kind of messages I send. Similarly, I am conscious of the fact of what message I am sending. So similarly, when you know that your parents are looking at the message you are sending, you will become conscious too as a child. That's what we are hoping. What we are also hoping is that whatever is good for the family to hear and talk is good for the child too. So the app allows you to use it only maybe in the drawing room or the living room or the dining room. But the moment you go to the bathroom or you go into your bedroom, inside your pillow, you want to talk, like how we used to see magazines you are not supposed to see with torches. The kids do that with phones right now. You can't do it because social media is not active in your bedroom. Similarly, for educational institutes, the teachers are tired because everybody's armed with knowledge. You talk to the kids, they're going to have another argument which has got no connection to you, and somehow everybody will start laughing. No problem, brother. It's okay, I can still speak. What I'm trying to say is, though the education, especially professors or teachers, so now if the social media is not working in the classrooms, is not working in the faculty rooms, does not work in areas like in the laboratory, but it will still work in cafeterias when the parents allow it or the school allows it. But let's not take away the benefits of a phone from the child. You need to be able to contact the child. It has to be a communication device. In case of a flood or a rain or an emergency, you should be able to call your child. And that is why we think that this will help the child keep the phone in the classroom instead of keeping the phones away from them. Learning, making sure that they learn to use it responsibly. But most importantly, the phone being a communication device as opposed to a bad friend. That is what Parent Geenee is hoping to achieve the world over. I think we are finding people resonating with our thoughts and our ability to regulate. And like very clearly put by my friend over here, we don't want our future generation to degenerate. We hope that we're able to inculcate our culture, make our culture relevant for the child's own survival, and hopefully make successful, happy, and wonderful teenagers around the world. Thank you so very much.
Novel program. They have initiated this program at the right moment, and it is the need of the hour. My dear friends and ladies and gentlemen, I am in the field of psychiatry for past 50 years. In the 50 years, we have seen so many health hazards. Once upon a time, the tuberculosis was threatening the humanity. Then came the leprosy. Then came the polio. Then came the HIV. Then came our friend Corona last year. These are all the major health hazards this great country faced so far, and successfully we overcome that. Now there is another major health hazard. It is going to threatening the younger generation and the future generation. In fact, in the 50 years, when I started my career, I have seen so many addictions, alcohol addictions. Then scenario has changed. Then came the cannabis addiction. Then scenario has changed. Then came the heroin and methadone addictions. Then the scenario has changed. That drug tablets, benzodiazepine addictions. My dear friends and ladies and gentlemen, with a heavy heart, with a lot of anguish in my mind, I am telling, there is another addiction we are facing and we are seeing almost daily. That is a technological addiction. This is a major problem. This problem not only affects the individual, but also it affects the entire family. It not only affects the entire family, it also affects the entire society. And in this situation, this is the one dependent, the technological addiction. It not only affects the physical system, individual physical system, it also affects the individual psychological system. And another important thing, it affects the entire psychological aspect of the family. Almost daily, every day, I am seeing at least 3 or 4 the cases of students' community. And you will be shocked to surprised to know that National Mental Health Survey conducted by Government of India in 2016, 7.3% of the population or adolescents are suffering from the serious type of psychological problems, especially in the adolescent period. You can imagine the population of the great country. You can calculate with 7.3%. And in this 7.3%, majority of the population, they are dependent on technological addictions. And recently, SCARF, one of the reputed NGO of Chennai, they have conducted a survey on psychological problems in and around the Chennai area. 30% of the students are suffering from some sort of psychological problem. The root cause is technological addictions.
Good afternoon to you all. Thanks for coming. I'll just start with a brief of what is Parent Geenee. So Parent Geenee is a mobile app for digital safety and digital control for the kids that can be used by parents based on location. Okay. With that, thanks Maddie for launching this officially. Maddie is a strategic partner and stakeholder of the company. So I will start with Xphoria's brief. If someone has to know about Parent Geenee, they need to know Xphoria. So Xphoria, global group of companies. So we are located in US. We are headquartered in Dallas, Texas. And we are in 7 countries. So we have many verticals, starting with IT, healthcare. So we are a Hollywood movie productions company as well. We have some Hollywood movies as well. We have about 600 movies that we have done in VFX, including Spider-Man, Avengers. And we are also in the sports. We own a junior IPL team in the US, which is minor league cricket. And then we have a foundation. Recently, we have converted Abdul Kalam School that's in Ramanathapuram to a smart school. So there are various activities the foundation is doing. So for some reason, somehow we get pulled into kids. So which we are happy about it. And now with Parent Geenee, I think there is going to be a lot more benefits for the kids from Exforia and group of companies. So let me tell you how this Parent Geenee thought or idea came through. So in the whole idea, we started in a garage. So it was actually sitting on a trash can inside garage with my co-founder, Mr. Hari Gadiraju. So we have been doing multiple products for over 14 years. Finally, we came up with a full-fledged product that Exforia is proud to launch. And the whole reason for this product, there is one name that everyone has to remember is Hasya, Hari's first daughter. So he basically wanted to see how she can be digitally safe. That's how the whole Parent Geenee idea was born. And then I said, if we can do this safety to our house, why don't we do it across the world? Why don't we make a product? That's how Parent Geenee was born. So thanks to Hari, he always stays behind the scene, and I'm very proud to have him as my co-founder. It was 3 to 5 minutes into the meeting with Maddie. I understood I'm probably the least knowledgeable person in this subject, and we have found an expert. So he was very, very, very knowledgeable on this topic, and he was way interested in how to bring a change in the community, the society, and how he can help us. And with that, we did not stop. He became a strategic partner and full stakeholder of the company as well along with us. So I'm very, very happy and proud to say that Maddie is a partner with us. So thank you, Maddie, for trusting.
Welcome. Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for coming here. So, everyone before me, they took you through the journey of how and why the app is built, right? I want to give a different perspective of what we've been seeing in our experiences with the teachers. You know, after the parents, teachers are the most influential people in our lives. As it goes, Matru Deva Bhava, Pitru Deva Bhava, Acharya Deva Bhava, Atithu Deva, right? So all the teachers that we spoke to, they were excited that something like this was coming, right? And specifically, a specific teacher, she said something that stood in her heart, and she said, if we manage to get this app to every household, we're going to save the next generation from degeneration, right? So it was very powerful, and we were so happy to even think of that level. Like Sasi said, initially this was a small project built in a garage, and now this is going places, and with Mario on board and his belief and conviction and this cause. Like, I'm just, I can't imagine the scale that could reach, and I'm hoping and praying for that, right? And what we see here on stage is just a small part of the team. I want to bring up Mr. Hari Manikottu, one of the most amazing techie talent that I've met. He's our Chief Technology Officer, and I have the privilege to work alongside him to get the app done, right? And we have been having endless nights, long hours. The entire team has been firefighting the whole time. As you know, anyone who have the experience of building apps, that's the nature of the beast. We have to deal with it. But you need to have the right talent to tame it. And that's how it goes.